Hey YouTube, Snip Torque here, back for another reaction video. We have the Genshin Impact 5.7 special program. We're getting to the end of Natlin. It's probably a good thing. So, let's go ahead and see what we got here. Oh, sorry. Let me change the volume. Not the volume. The sound source. And then we'll go.
終わりなき苦痛とまさに滅びの災いと呼ぶにふさわしいわ。終わりなき苦痛と消えることのない呪い。だからよそ者なんて信用するなって言ったんじゃないか。そして救世主の誕生。運命の食器はついに役目を果たしたの。
アビス教団の名は知ってたが、これほど大規模で広範囲な動きを見せるのは初めてだ。まるでナタ相手に戦争を仕掛けようとしてるような。宇宙船スリープポット？まさかお前がテイラットに来た時に乗ってた宇宙船のことか？
この数ヶ月の間で42の星が消えた。
Man, I wish I knew
何者かが
whose
ずうずう
voices
し
these
くも
were.
この世界から吸い取っているのだ。
That sounds like it could be
みんなもそう言ってるわ。
could be Skirt. And then the high pitched one
いつか本当に彼女の声が聞こえなくなってしまうからね。
すぐそこにいるじゃない。
お前の魂は欠けていて、傷口にはアビスに侵食された跡が見られる。アビスの力の使い方を学ぶつもりもないのなら、私が代わりに調べるしかない。無に着せ。
Man, she looks good.
この手に烈空星々よ、静かに眠れ。
I think the ultimate looks awesome.
はじめまして、私はダリア。セピロス教会の女祭で風神バルバトスの伝道師です。
Screaming 4-star energy when they're doing the normal attack chain.
風神様のお告げです。
私の夜はここで終わる。
Ooh, holy shit, this looks awesome.
お前の旅はまだまだ続く。
お前は私の師匠、極悪鬼スルトロッチを知っているのだろう。
戦線は総崩れだ。
真っ向の剣ダインスレイブ。これがお前の望んだことか。
お兄ちゃんはいつも運命を変えようとしてる。でも
Who's the random girl?
止めてみせる。
よくやったスカーク。今回も生き残れたか。
今もなお運命の食器は動いているのか。
なぜお前が鈍性のクジラの権能を持っている。
するとロッチ。
経緯などとうの昔に消え去った。貴様の傲慢さと邪悪さに気づいた時にな。
500年前にお兄ちゃんと再会する機会を逃すわけにはいかないから。
いずれ本物の宇宙に帰るだろう。
旅の終点で2人の新たな始まりが待ってる。
Holy shit. I haven't been excited for a story in a long time. Oh, right there. More art describing Lumine as the evil one canon. Sorry. If you guys hear the squeaking, she found a chew toy. She's going to town on it. 618.
Hello, travelers.
Okay. Cool, we got English.
Hello, travelers. Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 5.7 special program. I am Aileen Mythen, the voice of Dahlia, and hosting with me today we have...
Hey everyone, I'm Kat Pratano, rhymes with Capitano, the voice of Child's Master, Skirk.
And I'm Katiana Sarkissian, the voice of the Pyro Archon herself, Malwika.
Yeah, well, after seeing that trailer, this version seems absolutely stacked. We're getting the next installment of the Twins quest in this version.
Cool.
Yippee!
And let's not forget, Skirk is finally here, you guys.
I like the
I
chibis.
cannot wait to see how all
It
these
usually
stories
means that
unfold.
that special program will be like to
quite
the
the
point.
impression, didn't it? So mysterious.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Well,
pretty sure that
I maybe I
interaction
got
left
a
us
shot at
all
her
with far
since
more
I
questions than answers.
Yeah,
failed
I
at
mean,
getting a
she
Scoffier.
did give us a few clues about herself,
Sexy
though.
Gordon
Remember?
Ramsay.
In the Primordial Sea at the end of the Fontaine Archon quest.
Right. Something about the remains of a descender, the foul, the visionary. I feel like I still don't know what any of it means, though.
I mean, that's fair. So far, all we know about her past is that she trained under the foul Certology.
So, Certology isn't just some ordinary mentor.
Oh, definitely not. Dainsliff revealed that Certology is one of the 5 sinners of Conria, and someone who possesses all-encompassing power.
Okay.
Imagine training under someone like that. No walk in the park, let me tell you.
Dude, her legs.
Well, maybe that explains
That looks
how
awesome.
aloof and indifferent Skirk seems to be. Seriously, though, her demeanor is stone cold in a way that's almost otherworldly or something.
Yeah, it's kind of cold as ice, right? Right? But I mean, you know, the important thing is, this time we should be able to get some answers, right?
Oh, I hope so. Yes, please. I am dying to learn more about her past.
Okay, then be sure to check out her story quest where the Traveler and Skirk's paths will cross once again. Travelers will have the chance to uncover new clues about her past and the world
I
of
will
Tibet
say
as a
though,
whole,
I haven't
so
done like a
don't
story
miss out.
quest in forever.
Ah, so Liyue is where we run into Skirk this time. Wow. It's kind of weird seeing her out and about like this, isn't it? In such a normal location.
Right?
Wait, hold on a second. Is Skirk playing an instrument?
Oh?
I mean, in my mind, she's like this, you know, ice queen, but here she actually looks emotional.
Yeah.
I mean, there's almost a sadness there.
Oh, yeah. It seems like that instrument means a lot to her.
Oh, you don't even know. It sure does. As for why she chooses to play it alone in a place like this, well, that's something travelers can uncover for themselves. What I can reveal is, after encountering a mysterious power in this quest, the traveler starts having strange nightmares, and it seems like Skirk is the only one who can help. Which means the only way to resolve the situation is for the two to work together.
Okay, Slay. So we're teaming up with Skirk, huh?
Slay.
Okay, but like, am I the only one who's a little intimidated?
What? Intimidated by Skirk?
Just a little.
She's only a mysterious sword master with insane fighting skills and an unbreakable stone-cold exterior. Seriously though, with their ability to wield various elements and their abyssal purification powers, I think the Traveler can hold their own.
Yeah, it'll be fine. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know, now I'm curious how she got that strong. I mean, okay, she reined in her master's pet, the all-devouring narwhal, like it was nothing.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've only seen a fraction of what she can do.
True, and just like the truth about her past, that's a question travelers will need to answer for themselves in game, so get ready to play. But considering Skirk and the Traveler will need to fight side by side, let's take a closer look at what she can do in combat.
I'll only demonstrate this once.
I thought the quality looked kind of crummy.
Annihilate.
Wasn't paying attention.
Merciless. Another star goes out.
Dude, that looks awesome, man.
As Child's master and someone capable of training in the Abyss, Skirk's combat skills are truly something special. First, it's worth pointing out, Skirk doesn't use a vision. Her powers come from the Abyss, but in the interest of blending in, she camouflages it to appear cryo-like in nature. And in addition, Skirk's attacks do not rely on elemental energy. She uses a special kind of energy known as serpent subtlety instead. And when you tap her elemental skill, Skirk gains a certain amount of energy and enters a special combat state, signaled by her change in outfit, which is very cute, might I add. While in this state, Skirk's normal, charged, and plunging attacks deal cryo damage that can't be overridden. This state also increases her resistance to interruption and attack AoE. And when cryo-related reactions are triggered, multiple void rifts will appear on the field. Skirk can use her charged attack or her special elemental burst to absorb the void rifts. And after unleashing a special elemental burst, her normal attack's damage will be increased based on the number of rifts absorbed.
Aw, heck yeah. So it's kind of like the more she fights, the stronger she gets.
Yeah, pretty much. Plus, holding her elemental skill is another option. When there are void rifts on the field, holding her elemental skill will allow Skirk to absorb them and gives her the ability to quickly maneuver around the battlefield. Once she has enough energy, she can unleash her elemental burst to deal consecutive slashes of AoE damage.
That's cool.
I see. So she's a unit you can keep on the field for a long time. Or take out when you need a sudden burst of damage.
Pairing her with Hydro and Cryo characters also further enhances her abilities. And if your team is comprised entirely of Hydro and Cryo characters, your party member's elemental skill level will be increased by 1.
Whoa, so she like enhances her party members' skills too. Once a mentor, always a mentor, I guess.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like Tartaglia had a great teacher.
Wait.
Oh, he sure did.
What does that mean?
And I love the look
Elemental
of her
skill
camouflaged
level being
abyssal
enhanced by 1.
powers.
Right.
The special effects are incredible.
Right? And when she enters her special combat state, her outfit changes too. Okay, slay. It looks a lot more suited for battle, don't you think?
Slay.
So it seems like travelers can approach combat in 2 ways then. You can use her special combat state to dish out damage with cryo-infused attacks and heighten this damage by absorbing void rifts with her special elemental burst. Or, after other Hydro and Cryo party members have generated void rifts, you can take to the field to quickly absorb them and build up energy to unleash powerful slashes with her normal elemental burst.
Yeah, both seem really,
for the
really
rundown.
useful. And since Cryo and Hydro characters enhance Skirk's skills, there are tons of team comp possibilities here.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, hey, speaking of, what about Dahlia? He's a Hydro character, right? Sounds like he could be a good fit for Skirk.
Oh, I think you're onto something here. We got to know him a bit during the Mondstadt interlude. He's so refined, but also kind of mischievous at the same time. One thing we haven't seen, though, is what he can do in combat. Want to give us the scoop, Aileen?
You got it. You are in for a treat.
Let's go!
Like, I always think it's bad when they're just like showing off the normal attack chain. It's like, we've got nothing good to show.
Hey! Thus saith the Animal Archon.
Okay, so Dahlia is a Hydro Sword user and support character who can use his elemental burst to provide a Hydro shield for his teammates.
Oh, it's like the shield appears in response to his prayer.
Yes, and for a certain period of time, after unleashing his elemental burst, Dahlia can gain stacks of benison by hitting enemies with normal attacks or triggering freeze reactions. So when his shield breaks, Dahlia can consume his stacks of benison to summon it again, allowing him to continuously protect his party members and to increase their resistance to interruption.
Heck yeah.
And
Okay,
after
I'm
unlocking a
interested in how
specific
strong that's gonna
talent,
be.
Dahlia can also boost the attack speed of the on-field character, allowing them dish out damage even faster.
Oh, nice. So he can help us attack without interruption and increase our attack speed? Sounds like a huge help.
And with his elemental skill, Dahlia summons Sacramental Shower and places it in a designated location. His summon has different effects
I
depending on who comes into contact with it.
I
So,
hate
for
effects like
example,
that,
if it's
like
an
you
enemy,
step over it and it
Sacramental
does
Shower
something.
will explode, dealing AoE Hydro damage
hate
to
all
surrounding
characters that do
enemies.
that.
But if a nearby party member comes into contact with it, Sacramental Shower will propel them high into the air, allowing them
Yeah,
to evade
don't like
enemy
that.
attacks while gaining an aerial advantage.
Okay.
Let's go.
So he's like really reliable in combat, even though he seems kind of mischievous the rest of the time.
No, really.
Yes, he definitely does. He has his little mischievous thing going on. I still remember all his teasing towards Venti during the Mondstadt interlude.
Oh.
But at the same time, he's also supposed to be the one who communicates with the will of Barbados, right? I'm not sure what to make of their dynamic.
Well, I guess first and foremost, he's Venti's friend, right?
Cute.
But even though he likes to tease, he's serious about his position as the Herald of Barbados. Oh, one more thing about his abilities. When Dahlia is in your party, the movement speed of your party members is increased during the day.
Oh.
Hey, all the better to spread the word of Barbados.
Old.
Praise Barbados, right?
It's not very good.
Is that how that works?
It's an old one. They need to come up with something
anyway,
else.
it's obvious he really cares about the people of Mondstadt.
Yeah.
Exactly, he definitely does. Besides, his mischievous nature keeps things a little bit interesting, don't you
Man,
think?
I don't know
It's
how
one of my
Mondstadt
favorite
survives.
things
They've got
about
like
him.
Aw.
10 leaders.
Well, now that we've introduced our 2 new characters for version 5.7, we should probably let travelers know when they can add them to their parties.
Can do. Let's jump right into the event wishes. In the first half of version 5.7, we'll have event wishes for Skirk and Shenhe.
Dahlia will also enjoy a drop rate boost on the first half banners.
Okay.
Plus, the new 5-star sword, Azure Light, will be featured on
Man, it's
the
a cool
weapon
sword.
banner.
Yes! And in the second half of version 5.7, we'll have returning event wishes for Malwika and Emily.
Yippee!
Oh
Pretty
man, I always wanted to get
fire.
Emily,
All
but
right,
like I'm
that's
just
it for
broke.
the event wishes. Let's talk about the story content travelers can
nothing.
look forward to in the new version.
Ooh, okay. This is the big one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's set the scene. During their travels, the traveler comes across evidence that seems to suggest their sibling was in Natlan.
Oh, wait up. I see Dainsliff. As we all know, that means things are about to get complicated.
Yup, very true.
Oh, I love Dainsliff. From this image, it looks like the sky has been slashed in two, and there's some kind of rift that connects to the abyss. And the traveler and their sibling are in different spaces, but they can still sense each other's presence.
Yes,
Okay.
I feel like the tension is palpable.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I mean, there was definitely some tension when we saw our sibling during the bedtime story quest.
Oh, yeah.
Although
A-
we don't
Aether
know what our
MC.
sibling has been up to since then.
Canon.
Kari Bear did tell us that the Loom of Fate has been completed. Of course, we still don't know how powerful it is, or what's needed to activate it.
Well, call me crazy, but I feel like we're gonna find out soon.
Maybe.
It seems like all parties are converging in one place, Natlan.
Okay.
So maybe that's where we can get some answers.
And I know one thing travelers will encounter in Natlan. A young woman dressed in peculiar clothing, hiding out in a cave.
It's not just her clothing that's special, though.
Oh,
Look at
what's
her
that
eyes.
supposed to mean? Hiding out in a
Is she-
cave.
The plot, it thickens.
Yeah.
Well, if the Abyss Order is out in full force in Natlan, it
Okay,
must mean
the
there's been a new
presentation-
development
Presentation
in our
of the
siblings'
story is
grand
really
plan.
dry.
And the Pyro Archon and our other friends from Natlan are on high alert. But the people of Natlan want a war against the Abyss itself. There's no universe where the Abyss Order gets to run wild in Natlan unchecked.
Well, if an altercation with the Abyss Order is in the cards, I know who's gonna be on the front lines. Twilight Sword himself, of course.
I mean, I can see it now. Dainsliff going all one-man army and rushing straight into action.
They've
We
got to
actually will
update
get
his
to
model
see
if they
it
ever
this
release
time,
him.
because our old friend Dainsliff is going to help us defeat their ranks in a manner we've never seen before.
Okay. This is
Oh,
not
they're
a drill,
teasing him.
everyone. We finally get to see him in action.
Let's go! Pew, pew, pew! As the Traveler and Dainsliff venture deep into Abyss Order territory, we'll get to see his special abilities firsthand.
Oh, it sounds like there's going to be a lot of obstacles between us and finding out the deal with our sibling. But
Okay.
we've faced the Abyss Order before. We can do this. I have no doubt travelers will come out on top.
Oh yeah.
I guess, but the other question is, can we stop whatever our sibling is planning? What are their true goals?
Yeah,
What does their plan
evil.
mean for Teyvat? this quest might hold some very important answers.
I am so excited. I feel like this could be the start of a whole new phase in the quest to find our sibling.
Yes! It seems like it's not as simple as just finding them anymore. There's a lot more at stake.
Oh, for sure. So this is definitely one to look forward to. All right. I think this is a good place to stop and take our first break.
Yeah, I need a sec to digest all that information.
Ooh, sounds
All
good.
right.
Take a look at the second redemption code, travelers. We'll see you on the other side.
Have
See
fun.
ya.
So far, I mean, the story, like, this is an important story, kind of like the, you know, the first 3 chapters of an event, of a new version. So that's kind of exciting, but the rest of it just seems kind of tame.
New characters and... All right, welcome back, travelers. Now that we've introduced the new characters and quests, it's time to jump into the version 5.7 events.
Let's
All
go!
right.
Let's go! First up on the docket is an event that takes us back to Sumeru, where the Academia has developed a simulated adventure game.
Ooh.
Travelers will need to select various companion pieces to form teams and enhance their skills as they face off against various opponents in a board game style
Let
environment.
me see.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a choose your own adventure. You can go the rainforest route or the desert route. Each path has its own story and level of difficulty. And at the end of each adventure, travelers will face formidable opponents that require a certain level of strength to defeat.
Oh, so how
It's
do
like a
we
board
make sure
game.
we're ready?
Well, travelers can enhance the strength of their pieces in several ways. Besides enhancing the pieces themselves, travelers
You know, isn't
might
Wuthering
notice that the
Waves doing
pieces are
something like
divided
this?
into species.
We'll be able
Go
to compare
battle
the
with
two.
a lot of pieces of the same species, and you can trigger unique species features. The
Let's-
higher the feature level,
we'll
the
see which
stronger
one's
your
better.
pieces become.
Yeah. I'm thinking an all-Saurian team could be cool. Oh, and it looks like you can also assign equipment to your pieces to make them stronger.
Yeah, that's right. And random events and encounters will occur during the adventure, which travelers can resolve to earn helpful rewards, like
Okay.
extra adventure coins, which travelers can use in the shop to purchase pieces to improve their lineup.
Seems like there's a lot to
Travelers
this.
can also open chests to get all kinds of useful equipment. Plus, defeating formidable opponents along the route will allow you to unlock secret techniques that can help increase the strength of your entire team.
Ooh. Of course, certain encounters can also derail your plans.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, so there are also situations where it all comes down to luck.
Yeah, so I think travelers will have a lot of fun dealing with the unexpected in this event.
It's a real test of tactical thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, there's more to this event than just the battle stages.
Oh.
Travelers can also participate in research stages that involve guiding
Oh,
Paimon
it's
to
like
harvest fruit.
alchemy
Complete
stars.
these stages to increase your speculation level and unlock additional buffs for your team.
So we actually get to put Paimon to work.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yup, and of course, completing this event will reward travelers with all sorts of goodies.
Okay,
including
actually,
primo
I'm
gems
surprised.
and the
That
chance
actually
to
looks
invite
halfway
Sethos
decent.
to their parties.
Oh.
Nice.
All right. In this next event, an old friend and genius inventor from Fontaine is back and better than ever with a new and improved turret.
Let me guess, he needs us to clear out monsters in an abandoned ruin again?
Yeah, that's right. But this time,
Wait,
travelers will
I
face
think I
more
remember this. This
formidable
was
enemies
stupid.
than just slimes.
Whoa, that Somatril can give shields to its allies.
Oh.
Yeah, but don't worry. With this new
Okay,
and
never mind. I was
improved
thinking of
turret,
something
we
else.
can use several
This still
new
isn't
kinds
the
of cannonballs
greatest,
to help
but
clear out
it's
our
not as bad
opponents.
as what I was thinking. For some
For
reason.
example, grape shots split into smaller bullets when fired are good for taking out multiple enemies at once. And directed piercing shots can be used to take down shields or target
Okay.
enemies hiding in the corner.
It's actually kind of interesting.
Sounds like the type of event where you can really
Looks like
just let
they've
loose and
added
relieve some
onto it and
stress.
like made it more
definitely.
interesting.
But strategic ammunition choices will help you clear out the battlefield even faster.
So far, we've introduced events you have to tackle solo, but this next event gives travelers the chance to
I really
work
don't
as
like
a
co-op
team.
in Genshin.
In
I don't think it's very
Reminiscent
good.
Regimen Frenzy,
It's almost never good.
travelers will get to team up with other players to tackle challenges made up of 3 stages, each with
There's already
unique
more events in
objectives.
this than
Ooh,
what
it'll
was
be
Anniversary.
Cool seeing what characters everyone chooses. Could make for some interesting team comps.
Well, Well, there's a theme associated with each challenge, so your best bet is to choose a character whose skills are suited
Okay.
to the objective. But
Interesting.
of course, every character has their strengths. Each stage also has smaller objectives that require teams to work together and combine their skills. Completing these submissions can grant buffs to your own entire team.
Nice.
And in addition,
See,
at the
here's the
beginning of
problem with
each
these.
challenge, your team will be assigned
Is,
random
like-
regimens to complete. Once you make it through the final stage, your team will receive additional frenzy stars based on your regimen completion status.
Man, I just don't know, because like when I do co-op with people, like I'm more worried about everyone surviving. I feel like the
so,
most important
not
thing
saying I need
in
to do this or
Genshin to their
anything,
co-op
but
is to
in
just
theory,
make deaths not
you could
really mean
kinda
anything.
coast to the finish line if you needed to.
And instead focus on, you know, how much damage you can
in
do.
theory.
That may be the way
but
this
I
one
think
is.
all
I'm not sure.
travelers have something to contribute.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's about how you work together. That's the joy of co-op.
I feel like co-op is its own kind of motivation too. No one wants to let the team down.
For sure. And this time, teamwork is more important than
What are you
ever.
talking about?
Because
If
in
you let
this
the team
iteration
down,
of
you
the
just-
event,
you
dire
just go to the next
difficulty
one.
is even more challenging.
Ooh, that means whether it comes to character selection or combat strategy, coordination is more important than ever.
Good luck, travelers. Should be a fun one. All right, now I'm very excited to announce a new permanent event called Stygian Onslaught.
Ooh.
In this event,
Okay.
travelers will be able to farm artifacts more freely and efficiently, as well as obtain artifact customization items for free.
For free?
For free.
A new permanent event. Okay, we need details now.
All right. Each update will feature a challenge that is split into 3 phases, each featuring
So,
unique
3
mechanics
boss.
with 5 difficulty levels to choose from.
Okay.
Participation in the event will reward travelers with primo gems, artifacts, and valuable items for targeted artifact enhancement.
Okay, so you said we'll be able to farm artifacts
Whoa, 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 whoa,
more.
whoa.
Artifact enhancement.
Oh, those are just improved characters.
Okay, so you said we'll be able to farm artifacts more freely? What does that mean exactly?
It means the artifact drops aren't set in stone, and you can switch where they come from. For the first 10 days after the event begins, the leyline disturbance will be in outbreak state. During this period, travelers who clear any stage at level 3 difficulty or higher can expend any kind of resin to obtain artifacts from the leyline blossom at the end of the stage. And before the stage begins, travelers will get to choose which domain of blessing they want the art.
Look at that. Use 1 condensed resin to claim 2 times reward. Use 1 fragile to claim 3. Ooh, okay.
And before the stage begins, travelers will get to choose which domain of blessing they want the artifact drops to come from.
Right, so travelers can also tackle the stages in co-op, right? So you can still farm with friends.
Yes, and you'll be rewarded with additional artifacts every time you consume a certain amount of resin.
Okay, the amount of hours I'm about to pour into this thing. Lock me in and throw away the key, honestly.
Okay.
Oh my god, you make
This,
it sound
I
like
mean,
you're
this
in
is
prison.
kind of one of those where you need to
Anyway,
get your
you
hand
also
on it
mentioned
to know
something
how good
about
it's going to be.
targeted
But
artifact
this actually looks pretty
enhancement,
good.
Katiana. What's that about?
Yeah, right. So, version 5.7 is introducing a new artifact related item, Dust of Enlightenment.
Ooh. What is it?
Well, we all know what it's like to raise an artifact that has potential, only for it to turn out kind of less than ideal.
Ooh, is this a
Yeah.
reset?
So, this item is designed to help with that. So, Artifact 101, right? We all know every 4 levels, a random substat gets enhanced as you raise an artifact to level 20. But it doesn't always turn out the way you want.
Yeah.
So this item allows you to re-roll the substat enhancements of a level 20 artifact.
Yo, wait,
What?
really?
Yeah. Before each reroll, you get to specify the types of substats you want to prioritize. After the result is revealed, you can choose to either keep the original substat configuration or accept the new one.
Oh my god, it's like being able to resurrect an artifact from the grave. Like, we really needed this.
Yeah, really
Okay.
powerful, right? Starting in 5.7, travelers who participate in the new
That
permanent
actually feels
event,
better.
Stygian Onslaught, will be able to obtain a total of 3 Dusts of Enlightenment per version for free. And the Gnostic Hymn and Gnostic Chorus rewards will feature 1 each.
Oh.
Plus, during version 5.7, travelers will be able to claim 2 Dusts of Enlightenment directly from their in-game mailbox after
Okay,
logging
that's
into
actually
Genshin
really
Impact.
good.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Okay, let's just pause to take that in for a sec.
I'm getting
Oh,
sick
but I
of
do have a
artifacts
question. So,
in
according
Genshin
to the
specifically.
devs, the rewards for clearing the level
It
5
grinds me
difficulty
out.
in the
Like
new
it
permanent
bothers
event
me in every
can
game,
only
but
be obtained
Genshin is
by
probably the one
completing
that
it
bothers me the
solo.
most right now.
But what if that level of difficulty is a bit much for some people?
Yeah, like me.
Yeah, well, don't worry, I'll hard carry you.
Whoa.
Well, I will come in, and the strongest travelers in Tevat will come in to help us out. Specifically, we're talking about travelers who have cleared an even higher level of difficulty. The characters used to complete those battles become exalted ones.
Oh.
Then, when attempting a level 1 through 5 difficulty challenge, other travelers can receive extra buffs by including exalted ones in their lineup.
Oh, cool. So travelers can help each other even outside of co-op. I like that, and I need that. Wait, hold on. You mentioned an even higher level of difficulty just now. I thought level 5 was the highest.
Yeah, well, clearing level 5 solo unlocks a secret level of difficulty. Level 6. Dire difficulty.
Oh, no.
Once you reach level 6, it's dire straits. There are no companions to turn to for comfort.
Okay.
No promise of primo gems to drive you forward.
That's actually
Just
pretty cool.
formidable enemies and an unrelenting
Like a really
desire
hard, like
to
an
prove
actual
yourself.
challenge mode. All right.
Okay, that definitely sounds dire. So you're telling me travelers really don't get anything in return for accomplishing something like that?
Well, we'll just have to wait and see now, won't we?
Probably titles
wait.
and whatnot, which is fine.
All right, that's it for Stygian Onslaught. Just a reminder, the outbreak period begins the second Wednesday after a version update, or 8 days into the new version. So don't forget to gather your friends and get farming when the time
Cool.
comes. All right, time to lock in. Travelers might also be excited to hear that the next installment of the Traveler's Tales is coming in
Stupid.
version
No.
5.7.
Okay,
You're just gonna
Slay.
make me-
Last time was so much
Wait.
fun. We got to reunite with so many old friends.
Wait,
and
no,
make
this
a
was
lot
actually
of
kinda
fun
cool.
memories.
Yeah, why don't we take
Like
a look
it's
at some of the
story
encounters
time,
in store
and
for
like
us
I
this
have,
time
like
around?
I'm sick of
Whoa.
basically
hang
Hoyo
on a
games
sec.
like disguising
So Toma's
events
back
as
in
them just
Mondstadt?
trying to
And
shove
he's
more
drinking
story
with
down your
Kaya
throat.
At the Angel's Share.
Oh,
But
never
this
thought
one
about it
actually
before,
was
but
kind of cool.
now
It
that I
like
see it,
immerses you into the
yeah,
world.
I feel like they totally make great drinking buddies. Oh, I love him.
Looks like he's got quite the posse around him.
Oh, it's so cute. I want to know what they're talking about.
Oh, and it looks like
Ooh.
Dory's in Inazuma.
Dory.
Is she trying to sell something to Sayu?
Oh, of course.
Oh no, someone save Sayu. She's too innocent for Dory's schemes.
Honestly, though, a crafty merchant like Dory could show up anywhere, and I
Dory
wouldn't
needs to be
surprised.
erased from the
I
game.
bet we even run
There's
into
some
her and
characters
not
that,
cry
like,
at
need to
some
be erased.
point.
Ooh, I wonder how many
awful.
other friends will show up this time.
From what I've heard, it's quite a few. So keep a lookout while exploring the open world, travelers.
Ooh.
Being able to run into characters in the open world is such a nice addition. I wish it was part of every version.
Right? I know. It really makes the open world feel more alive and interactive.
Yeah, and luckily the devs feel the same way. The devs have said that making Traveler's Tales a permanent event is in the works, so travelers can look forward to that sometime in the future.
Okay, cool.
Finally, Overflowing Abundance is returning at the end of version 5.7.
Okay.
Travelers can look forward to double the talent and weapon ascension material drops, so don't miss out.
In addition, new Envisaged Echoes challenges will be added in version
Man,
5.7.
Oh, for the Raiden Shogun.
I
and
got
Shenhe.
those for
Shenhe's Echo is so
Ganyu, and
cool.
I don't know,
see
I just didn't
sigils
like
and pops
something.
of red in there. Okay, girl, very
Like it looks
fitting.
cool from
And
this
the
angle, but
Raiden
you're not
Shogun is
running
like
from this
purple
angle. You're
explosion in the
running from
wind.
behind, and
Purple
then
matches so
yeah, right there.
well.
It just looks
Pretty.
like.
Yep, so if you want to claim them,
something's
make
messed
sure
up.
your characters are ready. Travelers can also look forward to some Genius Invocation
Nope,
TCG
stupid.
updates,
Don't care.
including
Remove
new
it from the
character
game.
and action cards.
Move it to its
you
own
can
game.
now add Malika and Seatlali and Chaska to your decks.
Don't miss out, Genus Invocation fans. All right, that brings us to the system optimizations that travelers
Okay.
can look forward to in the new version.
Skip
First
button.
up is an improved resource
Probably not.
management feature for mobile players.
Oh.
Simply put, it's a practical update designed to reduce the package size of the mobile version.
Dude, nice. I feel like our phones will thank us.
Should have done it
After
for
the
PC too.
5.7 update,
Like, it
travelers
doesn't
will
bother me,
receive a
but,
pop-up
like, I know a lot of
notification
people would like
after
that, but-
opening Genshin Impact on mobile, asking them to choose from different resource plans.
Okay.
Under the basic plan, the system will retain the necessary resources for daily gameplay and optimize the resource usage for some Archon quests, story quests, and hangout events.
Okay, so that means clearing out some old quest resources to save storage space, right? But what about players whose progress is a bit all over the place? How does that work?
Don't worry, the dev team has accounted for that. The system will provide different guidance and solutions based on account progress and quest status to ensure that travelers still have a smooth gaming experience. And when you need to start an Archon quest, story quest, or hangout event that isn't enabled, the system will download the required resources as
That's the way
needed.
it should
Oh,
be.
Slay.
Yup. So travelers who haven't updated the mobile version in a long time might be able to free up quite a bit of storage space with this optimization.
I need that.
And it sounds like a great option for cross-platform players who maybe rely on mobile more for the small stuff.
Yeah, of course, if you don't have storage concerns, nothing has to change. You can just choose to keep all game resources instead. And this setting can be changed at any time in the Paimon menu, where you can choose for completed quest resources to be automatically cleared in future version updates, or for all game resources to be updated as normal.
Oh, okay.
This should also make it easier for people to try out Genshin Impact for the first time.
Yup. For further details, be sure to check out the developers' discussion as well as future announcements across Genshin Impact's official accounts.
Okay.
And you will now be able to directly use Fragile Resin to claim rewards from Leyline Blossoms and common challenge domains, like artifact and talent material domains. This also applies to the artifact drops in the new permanent event we introduced earlier.
Yes.
Fragile resin is worth 60 original resin, so that means you get triple the drops. Should save a few trips to the crafting bench, that's for sure.
Also, the Adventurer Handbook will now have guide entries for 40 resin bosses, which should be helpful if you run into a boss you're not quite sure how to crack.
And the icons will be displayed in the order the bosses were unlocked, which should make it more intuitive to navigate.
All right, let's move on to some optimizations for the Spiral Abyss. When moving to the next floor or restarting a challenge, you can now save your current party lineup or clear it with a single click.
Oh, easy.
And you can claim your challenge rewards directly after completing floor 12. If you're not satisfied with your performance, you can also restart the challenge directly from the finalization screen.
Nice. Small things here and there really add up over time.
They
Yeah.
need more
So
improvements.
hopefully
Not
these
enough.
optimizations make for a better experience overall.
All right. Well, that was
Yeah,
another
they
long
need
one,
some
you
bigger
guys,
changes.
but it's not over yet.
Spiral Abyss just
a
isn't fun
mystery
anymore.
guest left a message for us, so let's check it out along with the third redemption code.
旅人の皆さんこんにちは、鈴木愛理です。今回ゲーム原神の皆さんと一緒にお仕事。
Redemption code.
旅人の皆さんこんにちは、鈴木愛理です。今回ゲーム原神の皆さんと一緒にお仕事をすることになりました。とても嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。私は、スカークというキャラクターのアニメショートテーマソングの、
Oh, okay.
スター・オデッセイという楽曲を歌わせていただいたんですが、この楽曲は全編英語で世界各国というか世界にこう届ける歌ということで、もう全て英語の詩なので、私にとってはこの世界に入って初めての経験でとてもドキドキしたのですが、こう皆さんと一緒に気持ちを共有できたらいいなと思って今からとてもワクワクしています。スカークの歴史を聞いてすごく強いけど孤独と戦いながら今日まで生きてきた、そんな強くてかっこいい女性っていうのを頭に置きながら歌を歌いましたので、その気持ちが届くと嬉しいです。この楽曲はショートフィルムと同時公開されます。
Okay.
皆さんぜ
That
ひ
looks like
楽し
it'll
み
be
にして
pretty
いてく
good.
ださい。
We'll have to check it out.
あいりでした。
OMG! An animated short for Skirk and a song! Let's go!
So
That's
exciting.
so exciting! Well, you guys, that brings us to the end of our announcements for this version. That was a whirlwind.
It certainly was. So, what are you all looking forward to the most? For me, I have to say,
it's
although it's a
an
little
okay
biased, I am
patch.
clearly excited for everybody to meet Dahlia.
Yes.
But you know, I'm also really excited about
I
the
mean,
new permanent
a
content
patch
like
like this lives
Stygian
or dies
Onslaught.
based
How about
on
you
the story
guys?
quest.
It just It's
but
kind
there's
of hard to
like
pick
no
just
new
one.
region
I mean,
to
I'm
explore,
excited
which
for my
is
girl
like the basis of
Malika,
Genshin Impact, which
CCG,
kind of hurts.
but like, I'm also really excited to see Neuvillette, my fave, in the Traveler's Tales.
So we'll see.
Yes. Well, I'm really excited for. I might be a little biased as well. I'm really excited for Skirt.
Who?
Wow, really?
Ooh, what a
I am
guess.
also so excited for Dahlia, and like we've been waiting so long for these characters, and also Dain's Lip. I'm so excited, and that animated short. Oh my gosh! And also, of course, the
She
lore
just keeps
girlies. We're
going.
eating so well this
Come
patch.
on.
I'm so excited for that twins quest.
Yes, I feel like it's clear from the last few patches that the story has really been amping up lately, and this version seems to be no exception.
I don't know
Yeah,
about that.
right? I mean, pretty soon we'll be in our 5th year of adventuring, if you can believe it. It feels like it was just yesterday.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So it feels like we're really getting to see how a lot of elements that seemed separate at first are starting to converge.
Mm-hmm. And after what we saw in the dev team's Nod Cry teaser, I'm even more excited to see how the story unfolds from here.
Right? And we hope travelers have fun doing the same.
Okay, so that's
At the rate
it
they're
for
going,
the
I
Genshin
think
Impact
6.0
version
is gonna be on
5.7
their 5th
special
anniversary.
program. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody.
Ad Astra Abyssos, travelers, and happy adventuring!
Can I get 5 big booms?
Boom! 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 Oh, wait a second. It looks like another friend from afar is rushing over to share some interesting news.
Okay.
Nod Cry, an ever-changing landscape of ruin, a marvel corroded by time. In the forest, where the nights were once undisturbed save for a few rays of moonlight, the wild hunt's shadow grows. There are those who bear the name of Frost Moon, living where the silver light shines. Others carry the torch, fending off the darkness and cold with their blades. I hear that the snow and fae still yearn for the frosts of old, while the Fatui look to the stars above, trying in vain to seize the false firmament. Then there are the nights, draped in the west wind, nearing the end of a long and arduous mission. My friends, of course, shan't be outdone. They will no doubt bring a magical charm to this edge of the world. And just as the stone craves the sculptor's hand, so does fate await your gaze. Pour me another cup of tea, if you'd be so kind.
Whoa!
The story is about to begin.
Whoa! Okay, that was pretty exciting. Oh, that was really exciting. Holy shit, man. Oh my god, okay. Pause it. Okay, that was really exciting. That was like our preview of like what is to come in version 6.0. That's okay, that was freaking awesome. That was really exciting. Damn, that was cool. I wasn't expecting that. Man, all I can think about now is that. Forget the rest of it. Okay, who is this girl right here? Like,
Forest, where the nights will cry.
so is this in game? This might be in game. Like, okay, well, wait. Take a look at this here, and then go to the very end. I
So
want to see
does
if it has the
fate
same
await
thing.
your gaze. Pour me another cup of tea, if you'd be so kind.
Okay, I thought maybe it was this thing right here, but it doesn't look like it. So, this must be the new zone. Like, that's going to be upcoming. It looks great. Especially when you look at this. It's like high-tech. Whatever this
gaze.
high-tech thing is here, it looks awesome.
Pour me another cup of tea, if you'd be
And I'm
so
guessing
kind.
the one talking is one of the
story is
Hexen
about to
Circle.
begin.
This looks awesome, whatever the hell this is. I don't even know what to say for some of these.
In the forest,
So
where the
we have
nights were
some
once undisturbed,
abyss
are those who
creatures.
bear the name of Frost Moon,
This looks so cool. It's like the Frost Tribe or something.
living where the silver light shines. Others carry
And then you have the, like, I guess these are like a different faction in Sneznaya.
the torch, fending off the darkness and cold with their blades. I hear that the stolen fae still yearn
This right here, I wonder who this is.
for the frosts of old. While the Fatui look to the stars above, trying in vain to seize the false firmament. Then there are the knights, draped in the west wind, nearing the end of a long
Barca.
and arduous mission. My friends, of course, shan't be outdone.
And then more of the
They will
Hexen
no
Circle.
doubt bring a magical
That
charm
has to be Klee's mother.
to this edge of the world.
Dude, that's so cool.
Not cry.
Okay, that's really exciting. There has not been some hype news for Genshin in a while, and that actually is pretty hype. And I'm not one that has shat on Natlan really that much. Like, there are issues with it that I have, but really the zone in the story has never been one of those. I think the zone in the story looked pretty and nice, and the story was entertaining. I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but I think a lot of people had distorted expectations, and that's why it didn't hit very well for them. My problems are things like the dumb Night Soul mechanics, the weird traversal thing, having to, indwell and shit. That is what has ruined Natlan for me completely. Like, it's really ruined it. So, but this is pretty cool, man. I'm excited for this. As for the rest of the live stream, it's pretty tame. I don't know how Skirk is gonna be. I think she's gonna be like why can't Arlecchino? I think it's really gonna depend on kind of if she can hit the same note as Arlecchino, and Arlecchino got all those shorts and whatnot to come up with her release, and she was really popular. So it all depends on that. And I'll probably, like, if I enjoy her gameplay loop, I'll go for her. But like, I'm so low on resources, and like, I don't know what's coming up. Like, that looks sick what's coming up. Dahlia, honestly, I'm not impressed with at all. Unless his shield is like busted good, I'm just not really impressed with it at all. The story is really what's going to hold the water in this one. And these stories are usually some of the best for every version, which is like the end of version, like Dain's Lift stories. So we'll have to see how good it actually is. That one's going to be dependent on, actually experiencing it. I find this funny that they're having like the same type of tactics fight auto battle that Wuthering Waves is going to have. We'll have to see. We'll have to compare them. I'm probably gonna do a direct comparison between them, which is funny. And then they've got this alchemy stars thing, which is kind of interesting. And then the combat. This combat will live or die based on how easy it is or how hard it is, and whether deaths play a huge part in it. Because if deaths, like, if you can die really easily, it's so frustrating playing co-op in Genshin, and your partner like has a lag spike or they're an idiot and they die. Like, it just sucks. Like, whether you want to agree or not, an alive Nahida, like, they don't even have to be good. All they have to do is just use their skill once, can make your team immensely more powerful. And so, like, having a dead unit really sucks. So, we'll have to see on that one. And then, let's see, I think the rest is kind of just okay. With the exception of the new permanent mode. This could actually be really cool. We'll have to see. It looks like it's going to be like I think Deadly Assault and ZZZ. I'm not sure. But a new endgame mode is awesome, and I hope it just makes artifact grinding better. And I do love the fact that they're giving us a reset on our rerolls. So there's a lot of quality of life, a lot of cool new things. Still no skip button, which is a huge L. I would say my feelings for this patch are like average. I'm trying to compare it to other things. What would be other good? I honestly can't give you good other comparisons. Honestly, actually, probably the best comparison would be, no, that's not a comparison either, because it had zones added in that one. So yeah, there really isn't a good comparison. It's gonna live or die based on how good Skark is and how good that how good the Dain's Leaf quest is. So otherwise, not bad. The special program was good. It was to the point, got things done. No shenanigans, no cutesy shit, no cringe bullshit. Yes, they had some banter back and forth, but they generally stayed on topic and went through things pretty well. 42 minutes minus, however many minutes were taken out for redemption codes and so forth. So it was like 40-minute program. It's pretty good. So that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Good luck to everyone out there, going for Skark, because I know a lot of people have been wanting Skark for a long time. I have to get her in my hands to see how much I'm going to enjoy her. I'm already at least a decent way to pity, because I tried to get a Scoffier. But if I lose a 50-50, there's probably no chance of getting her. So we'll see. But I hope you guys enjoy this reaction. And, well, good luck to all of you guys out there. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Neptorka out. See you guys.